The next video that I'm going to go over is on reporting and running the General Ledger Summary Report. This is more of an accounting report. It's a real simple report that you can run at the end of the month. You can also run it, daily, weekly, however often you want, but more of a report that you would use for your accounting or to give to your accountant. So to get there, you're going to click on Reporting, Sales, and General Ledger Summary. This will bring you into the General Ledger Summary Report. It's real simple to set up, not a whole lot to it for the selections. So again, when you come in, you see the report name. So if you wanted to name it and select your criteria and save it, you could do that, and then that way you could pull that up whenever you want and run it. There's an output method. The default is PDF, just means it's a report format that you're going to look at it. And there's also Excel if you wanted to put it into an Excel spreadsheet or comma delimited, but we're just going to do PDF. On this report, we have the Report Options tab and the Report Criteria tab. Report Options tab is just basically what sales period do you want to view. So if we click on the drop down, our choices are if I want to look at week to date, previous week, month to date, previous month, season to date, previous season, year to date, previous year, last number of months, last number of weeks, last number of days, selected dates, where you can put a date range in, yesterday and today. Selected dates is great, where I can just select it and I can type whatever, I can choose whatever date range that I want. In this example, I am going to do previous month. And then report criteria, all this really is what store. So if you're a single store, it's just going to be that store. You can just leave everything blank. If you leave it blank, it's just going to print it for all your stores, whether you have one store or 5 stores. So we're ready to click on Add Job and Run. So I'm going to click on the button down at the bottom left that says Add Job and Run. This will then bring you into the report history. We can click on this that says General Ledger Summary. We can click on Open, and that's going to open this up to your screen so you can view it. This report just basically lists out your assets, your liabilities, your revenues, and your expenses, both listed out in debit and credit. So it starts out with your assets, and it'll show, what cash, any kind of accounts receivable accounts, if you do any house charges, the charges and the payments, any special orders, the sales and the deposits, layaways, charges and payments, and then if you have any store credits, and then what your inventory is. Then it moves down into the liabilities. So you have, if you use gift cards, you have the gift cards or certificates that were sold and redeemed. Whether it's external gift cards, internal gift cards, you have your state sales tax payable listed, and then it moves into the revenue and it lists your revenue. Your retail sales, your cost of goods sold, any other charges, and then at the bottom is the expenses, any payouts or any over or short. Over or short meaning like at the point of sale, if the computer says you're supposed to have one thing but you actually had something else, and you were over or short, that would tell you what you're over or short. And then if you do any payouts, and then it just gives you totals at the bottom. And those always equal out because you have your debit column and your credit column. And then down at the bottom, it will also list what your state sales tax is, at what percent, and what your taxable sales are. So if you have more than one store, it'll list the first store, and then the next page will move it to the second store, and so on and so forth. So it's a really quick one-page report that gives you a lot of information that you'll need for your accounting or to give to your accountant. And that is how you run the General Ledger Summary Report and what all is on it.